How are you? Wow, what a day. What a situation here. We have a continuing resolution. First of all, welcome and happy holidays. It's almost Christmas time, Hanukkah, everything. Yeah, we've got my daughter Janera over there. And we finally got the CR passed. Very interesting set of situations there with how that happened. We're going to talk about it, obviously. A lot to discuss, no doubt about it. And we're about to go live here on LinkedIn. So yes, we're live. What's going on, LinkedIn? How are you? So yeah, we're talking about all of that. And look, this is an interesting situation at this point. This is an interesting situation because now I think this is a big win for DOGE. I really do. Now, there's different opinions on this, different people, if you, and I will pull some different stuff up here. If you look at Fox News, other people are like, oh no, Democrats voted against this. But as we've seen on X, a lot of people, here, we've got this. I'm going to show this right here. I mean, again, you're seeing all kinds of different things here. Let's look at this right here. Fox News. Okay. Headline, you've got Fox News there and you've got headline, done with it. And then saying that basically Trump's not happy with the bill and everything like that. That, super headline, everything like that. I don't know. I feel like that's just a little overdone in my opinion. I don't know about that. I will tell you on X, a lot of people seem to be happy. There definitely is a situation here where Elon and Vivek and DOGE were flexing their muscles, if you will, and showing, what the situation is in terms of, this is the thing, all the people that are like, oh, DOGE is going to do nothing. And they don't know how Washington works. Let me tell you something, like, this is just a preview. This is just the start. And you have some Democrats, some very senior Democrats that are lamenting this situation, if you will. We've got here, I'm going to show you something here. This was on X, courtesy of C-SPAN. So public domain, in my opinion. And Jeremy Raskin was not super happy with it. Let's see this.
Where are you on this negotiation?
We had
this was earlier.
Many weeks of negotiation with the Republicans. We arrived at a bipartisan legislative compromise. The Senate Democrats, the Senate Republicans, the House Democrats, the House Republicans, everybody agreed. And then it was blown up by Elon Musk, who apparently has become the fourth.
There we go. Elon Musk. They're blaming Elon Musk. They're blaming DOGE. They're talking about all that type of stuff. Meanwhile, Elon and others have posted, and I think rightfully so, that this went from 1,500 some odd pages. Vivek was talking about that. They have this picture, and it's down to 118 pages. People were talking about the Democrats and stuff out there and all that. And I just feel like, they've done a good job here. I'm just trying to get to it very quickly. They've done a very good job of making this a lot more leaner. I'll find it. A leaner situation. And look, I mean, we're not even in office yet. The Democrats still control the Senate, right? I mean, obviously some people are in office, but President Trump's not in office. 47's not in office. You weren't going to get everything. But I think by publicizing this, and this is kind of what DOGE was. Here we go. we've got this right here. This isn't maybe the best, posting on this, but it's something that it can just show you here. And you see the differential right here. Over here, you've got, over here, you've got the 1,500 pages. That there is the 118 pages. All right. It's a different situation right there. And look, there's a lot of pressure on Johnson. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, so, the point is, in my opinion, this is a clear demarcation that business as usual is not going to happen anymore in Washington. I'm not saying everything's changing, but I dare say don't be surprised if a lot changes. And yeah, Elon is in the mix. Now, the people that decry that, there was some chart of like how many, it's roughly, I think that's, well, I don't want to characterize the number. A lot more billionaire Democrats support, it's a lot more billionaires that support Democrats than support Republicans. And people aren't flipping out over all of that. And I think that finally we have a situation with DOGE, with Vivek, with Peter Thiel, Sachs, Chamath, Elon Musk, of course, certainly Elon, and others that are like really kind of getting out there and putting a spotlight on it, having a conversation on X. People are talking about it. This was Speaker Johnson afterwards. This is C-SPAN again, public domain. And we'll take a little bit of a clip right here. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, good evening, everybody. We are really grateful that tonight, in bipartisan fashion, with overwhelming majority of votes, we passed the American Relief Act of 2025. This is a very important piece of legislation. It funds the government, of course, until March of 2025. That was a big priority for us. This is America First.
Okay, so, I mean, look, a lot of the pork's out of it. We get to 2025, Trump's in office, we'll go from there. I mean, it's not like, you know what I mean? There's still there's a Democratic president and there's a Democrat Senate right now. So they had to get through this. And they were able to take out a lot of the special interest stuff and make the bill a lot leaner and cleaner. And I think, and a huge part of how this happened, now a lot of Democrats, vast majority of the Democrats voted for it. Some people are decrying that. Again, was never going to be perfect. That wasn't going to happen. So I don't know what exactly people were necessarily expecting. But I think that this is a situation where it's a lot of a better setup at this time. And then we go from there, But again, what really showed here was you had some people playing cute and some people like, oh, I had to vote for it. And because of this piece of the legislation, meanwhile, the whole bigger, but you had the power of DOGE of just analyzing it. Now we have AI. They can read through the bill, whatever, analyzing it, publicizing it, getting some level of transparency, led by Vivek and Elon, and Vivek, and it doesn't, and a whole lot of other people. And I think that had a powerful effect. Now, I can't tell you like, oh, this was good for the Democrats. And some people are like, okay, well, it's, the debt limit. And, listen, again, you're not going to get everything. It just wasn't going to happen. The fact that there's a lot of discombobulation with one second with the Democrats and stuff like that. Sorry, my daughter, my wife's working nights and stuff, is, I think, pretty positive. And again, it's not Democrats versus Republicans or anything like that. This is more of, I think this is really a DOGE story. That's what I really want to focus on. And I won't even go that long tonight, honestly, because I think that's really the story. This is a DOGE story, in my opinion, meaning that this was a situation where, the bill was kind of looked like it was last minute coming from leadership. A lot of members hadn't read it. It's right up against the holidays, 1,500 pages, all this money, all these different things, stuck in there. And you had Elon and Vivek and a bunch of others saying, wait a minute, we don't like this. Talk to your members of Congress. And here we go. Things have changed. It's a different bill. And it's at least, sometimes you have to separate these things out because some of these things can't pass by themselves. So again, I think it's a signal that business as usual is not going to be in effect, at least in some cases, in Washington going forward. And I see that as a strong positive. So, hats off to Vivek and Elon Musk, of course. Definitely big thing going on over there. I know we've got AmFest going on, Charlie Kirk's thing. There's a lot of different things happening. And I can't get into the whole thing about, this was, the perfect thing or not the perfect thing or super, whatever. I don't know. But I do know that this was, and here we go. So, and I'll show you this right here. This is Elon. So hold on. I'm going to have to, let me find how to go that. And Elon kind of focused on that. And when you look at his stuff, it was kind of like, look, that the bill got a lot thinner, it got a lot lighter. And that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for efficiency. We're looking for transparency. That's all people are really asking for. I don't think that's that much. And I think that that's perfectly reasonable in that respect. So I think that is a good thing. Now, okay, you've got Schumer's doing some things right here, the amendment process, and let's see. So, I mean, again, it's a lot of different things happening out there. I'm sure there's going to be some back and forth, but all you can do is what you can do. So now here we go. I'm going to show you this thing here by Elon here. I'm going to wind it down pretty quickly here. So here's this by Elon. So let's see here. And I think this is kind of the spirit of it. Here we go. Your actions turn a bill that weighed pounds into a bill that weighed ounces. You are the media now. Okay. And I think that's the thing, right? And it shows, again, that picture right there. So just trying to have some sort of transparency and responsiveness to people, to the voters, is very powerful. I think that's very important. So that's really what we're looking at this stage of the game. There is something here with Schumer. And again, we'll see how it all ends up. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's play this by Schumer real quick. This is, again, C-SPAN public domain. Here we go. C-SPAN on X, their account on X, and then we'll wind it down here. Let's see what this says.
Apologize to my colleagues. There's a little bit going on tonight.
Really?
You're not allowed to leave.
Thank you to Senator Schumer for his leadership and for his always pleasant and happy reminder.
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, so look, they're up there. They're doing their thing. The big win is for DOGE. It signals a change, a shift here. And there's people trying to shove a wedge between, Elon and Trump. Oh, Elon's in charge. He's the real president. No, dude, it's just DOGE doing what DOGE is supposed to do. Transparency and efficiency. And public servants being public servants and being reflective of and responsive to the people. Okay, that the people have input in this situation. So I don't think that's too much to ask. I think this is a big win for DOGE in terms of how this ends up. And, was it more for Democrats or more for Republicans or all that? I don't know, but I think it's a big win for DOGE, and it's a big win for the American people in that it's a thinner bill. Let's get through the holidays here. Let's get the Republicans in there, and then we'll go from there. Obviously, there's going to be some discussion and some back and forth on the priorities and the funding levels. This is just the first of many different iterations of this, going forward. And it's not going to be easy to reform government, make it smaller and all that. But I think we have to start with transparency and responsiveness. And I think that was a big win today. That's really all I had. Nothing too, dramatic there. Hope everyone has, if I don't see you and talk to you, I hope everyone has a great holiday. I'll probably do something between now and then, but you never know. So if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, all the above. Congrats to Elon, Vivek, DOGE, and everybody else, and the American people. And let's get there. We have to be able to have people understand what's in these bills, but people have to understand what's in them. We have to have some level of efficiency. And, trying to, sunlight is the best disinfectant, right? There you go. So that's all I've got for tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much. My name is John D. Villarreal. I'll see you next time.